What's up, guys, and welcome back to the infamous project. I've been wrenching away in the shop for the past couple of days, and unfortunately it's on a car that the customer doesn't want any of you guys to see, so my video's not in there right now. So the rain has let up long enough so that we could be outside and I could get this video done for you guys, and you might see the Viper Blue Dutch Coupe in the background here, but the video's not about it. The video is actually about this 1992 black on black coupe. Yes, you heard it right. Another black coupe. This is not tax return. This is not the little coupe that could. This is not Project Blank. This is yet again another black coupe. So here we are, guys. 1992 black on black, no option car. And when I say no options, I mean zero options. There is no cruise, there is no AC, no power locks, no power windows, none of it. So for you guys that like the look of the Cobra steering wheel, this would be one of those. This wheel has actually got a wrap or a cover on it because this car actually has really high miles. And how many high miles, do you ask? About 180,000 miles, and that's about 300,000 kilometers. And in fact, I think it's just about ready to turn. It's at 293. So we're getting up there. We're almost at the 300,000 kilometer mark. So interesting thing about this car, I've personally known this car for over 20 years. And in fact, I almost bought it back when I was 19, 20, somewhere around there. The guy who owned it at the time was looking to sell it, and I wanted a coupe. At least I thought I did. And I gave him a $5 deposit. That was it. $5 at the local coffee shop here. And unfortunately, I actually backed out of the deal in the end. So I lost my $5 deposit, didn't get the car because at the time I wanted a convertible more than I wanted a coupe. So I ended up getting a Vert, and I forget which one it was at this point. Needless to say, he held on to the car for a little longer, and it ended up going to somebody else in our local Foxbody community here in the Kawartha Lakes. And that owner owned the car all the way up until this year when he reached out to me and he asked me if I'd be interested in the car. I said absolutely, because I know all of the history. So first question you guys are all wondering, is the car for sale? It is for sale. So I'm throwing that out there right now. The car is an opportunity for one of you guys, and I was actually going to hold off. I wasn't going to do this video, but I've been hustling, I've been busy, and I'm trying to get down south to Texas to my place down there so I can kind of go through some of the vehicles that have arrived and deal with the shop that is overflowing with Foxes, get some content for you guys there, and just try and take a little bit of a break, because if you guys have been following me, you know I've been going nonstop since I got back to Canada last June. So the car's got a lot of mods. You can see underneath here, we got some trick flow, old school fastest cast heads, rebuilt bottom end, cam, Vortech S trim. We got, I forget what pound injectors hiding in there, but the whole fuel system has been upgraded. You can see the booster is the Cobra or SN95 style as well, upgraded master, because the car is a full 4-wheel disc 5-bolt conversion. Got a Mishimoto radiator, MSD6AL, and you can see right there the Aeromotive fuel system and regulator sitting right down there. Caster camber plates, SSBC, proportioning valve for the rear brakes, and the car is on a tubular K-member and has coilovers in the front. Has, I think it's Lakewoods. The Lakewoods are tired. They need to be replaced. They're no good. Car has a TKO 500 transmission, full exhaust, Mac Pro chamber, real old school there, and I think it's just a Flowmaster catback. Probably get the car on the lift. We'll take a closer look at it there. We got the Cobra style 17-inch Eagle alloys, and Mickey Thompson 295 drag radials on the back. In the front, what do we got here? 245 45 17. So the car, super straight car, super clean, but full disclaimer, 2001, car was in an accident, and I believe it hit the driver's side front corner of the car. Rad support was changed, and also this driver's side fender. I'll just show you guys that. It's got a Ford replacement sticker there. Car did have a strut tower brace, so there's some holes back there in the firewall. Way back in the day, the car had nitrous on an older motor, so I think some nitrous lines or gauges were run through the firewall there previously as well. But that was, again, that was 20 plus years ago. That was the owner before the guy that I bought the car off of. So you can see the body lines are all really nice, despite the hit. You know, door opens and closes, super nice. No problems. Body lines are good back here. You see there. All right. There we go. Everything opens and closes nice. Paint was all redone after the accident. 3-inch cowl hood pins. Not a huge fan of the hood pins, but they are what they are. All the molding and trim is in pretty good shape. This could use a little bit of a touch up here. It's more just kind of wax and compounds that got it, but the quarter windows are actually real nice. I haven't even touched those, so they haven't even been restored then. So they haven't even been restored. This one has a little bit, just a little bit of pitting started. So let's take a look at the interior. Original black, so this is an original black on black 5-speed 5.0 car. Nothing hidden there. The title of the car is clean, so it's a clean Ontario title. If you pull the Carfax on it, you're going to see that there was an accident. I might actually pull it up and post it so you guys can see. But yeah, the interior is super clean. One little tear here in the side of the vinyl, and a little bit of wear on the tweed here. But back seat and everything's super clean. We got a bunch of gauges in here. Why? Well, she was a race car, so car had a roll cage too at one point, so that's important for you guys to know. I'm not hiding anything. So it had a cage. The cage has been cut out. It was, I believe, I don't know if it was a 4 or 6 point, but it did go back down through the parcel shelf, down where the speakers are. So the parcel shelf carpeting has been replaced, and there's a brand new black carpet in the car as well. Let's go ahead and start this thing up. So there you go, 60 pounds of oil pressure. out, so you can even see it off my breath. So that's all you're seeing. A little bit of condensation. See, my breath is smoking too. So I'm gonna go ahead, get the car pulled around. I'll pull it in the shop. We'll put it up on the hoist. All right, guys, welcome to the underside of the 92 Coupe. So you can see right up in here, nice and clean. Up in here, usually around where these exhaust mounts are, the car has seen undercoat, as you can see. Little bit of surface rust up there. Fuel filter brackets, a little messy. You can see the fuel system here, all braided fuel lines. It's got aftermarket upper and lower control arms in the rear. The diff has 355 gears in the rear diff. I can't remember if it's 31 spline in here or not. I'll just run you guys down the floorboards here. You can see the frame rails have had a lot of jack time. It's from jacking the car up so much. See our tubular K-member. You can see the frame rails up in there. Nice and clean. A little oily, but they're clean. Common areas right there. You can see how clean this is. So I'm not sure which mufflers these are. They look a little too boxy. They're not branded for Flowmaster, so maybe there's some sort of a knockoff. I don't know. We do have an aluminum drive shaft in here. There's the Mac Pro chamber. Maybe these are actually Mac mufflers and a Mac catback. Not sure. There you can see the Tremec stamp. Of course, short shifter. Even the bottom of the rad support is clean. No issues there. There's those old tired Lakewood struts I was telling you guys about. I'm not 100% sure what K-member this is, or those control arms. Being silver, I almost want to guess UPR, but I'm not 100% sure. So you guys might have to do your homework on that. But there you have it, guys. Like, in terms of the quarter wells, they're not even rolled. It does look like maybe they were nipped just a little bit for a little bit of tire clearance. .3G alternator. Guys, that concludes the underside of the car. I just want to show again all the potential rust areas just so that you guys are 100% sure and aware that there's no rust. So you can see here how clean that frame rail is, and then right there pretty much explains that, or shows, paints the picture. There's no rust in those frame rails. Same thing over here. Door jamb areas here, nothing. You can see here where the door was aligned, or the fender was realigned after the accident, but again, everything is good in there. Passenger side door posts, no rust. See, original A9L. Got some random parts laying in the trunk here. Those are not included. So the only spot where you will see a little bit of rust is right here on this back lip. So that's the only thing that'll need to be addressed. And it is actually pushing out and swelling. You can't see it because the car is wet, but there's a little bit of a wave right here, and I think it's from that corrosion underneath the seam sealer pushing out on the metal. Either that or something hit it, I'm not sure. But that trunk lid has the only rust that you'll see on the car. In terms of dents, there's a small dent here, 2 small dents on the roof here. Previous owner was on a ladder in his garage and he slipped and his knee landed right there. You can barely see it. I can get better pictures of that for anybody who's seriously interested. But otherwise, for a black car, this thing is clean, it's straight, the paint is nice, and smoked headlight kit in the front here. So there you guys have it. 1992 black on black coupe, tons of mods. You know, you're talking built motor, blower, fuel system. You got suspension from your K-member, 4-wheel disc, 5-bolt conversion, 355 gears, full exhaust. Got your black interior, got your gauges, everything to monitor what's going on. So what's the price on this thing? Well, you guys tell me. I'm not going to sell this thing for anything that doesn't have a 2 in front of it. That's a disclaimer. You can call me crazy if you like, but the reality is, there's a lot of money in mods in this car, and even if I stripped all the mods off, did a put back to stock operation to this car is still gonna fetch somewhere, I would say someone would pay 15 grand, 15, 18 grand US. I will take offers, whether you want the car the way that it sits, or you want some mods done, tweaked, changed, any of those things, you can let me know. The only reason why I'm considering just selling it as a whole, like I said, is I want to make some time for my own personal projects. I am going south, and Braden loves this car.
I do.
He was actually with me when I went to go see it, and it was amazing because the car was sitting, hadn't even been started up for the year, and it fired right up. So not to say you might have to do some stuff, you know, whether you need a different tune for what you want, or like I said, those front struts need to be changed out. Those Lakewoods are tired. So let me know what you're thinking. We'll go from there. So there you have it, guys. 1992 black on black coupe, prior accident, no rust other than what the trunk lid shows, and a whole ton of mods. Here she is. Like I said, I wasn't planning on putting this video out. I wanted to wait, you know, until tax return was gone, not to confuse everyone with the black notches, but they seem to just gravitate towards me. But there you have it, guys. 1992, black on black. See you next time.